So let me just get my pick. Today we looked at some chords and how to read the chord boxes. So I'm just going to go over that. The little diagrams are very much like the top of the guitar. The line at the top is this. There's a fat line on each of the pictures for each of the strings, and there's a dot with a number in it, which is where your finger goes. So for example, on the little, if you find the little drawing for E minor, you'll see that it has 3 little crosses above the fat strings, and that's because we're not playing the fat strings, and 3 little circles above the thin strings. And that's so that to tell us that we're only going to play those 3 thin strings. And I want you to balance your pick just here on the 3rd string, 3rd thinnest string. You can see that my pick's kind of quite at right angles. And you're just going to push down and play all the strings. And you can see them all vibrating. And that chord, where you have nothing happening, just the 3 strings on their own, that's called E minor. So when we take finger 1 and we press it on the 1st fret, you can see it's on the 1st fret and it's pressing down on the 2nd string. So if I have my finger there, pressing down on the 2nd string in the 1st fret, and I get my pick on the right hand, again just on the 3rd string, and I press down, you can see that sounds different than when I was playing E minor. So it changes the sound, which is really cool. So, this one where we have our finger pressing down on the 1st fret, that's called a C chord. And I want you to change 6 times between a C chord and an E minor chord. So you're going to play along with me. E minor, finding the C, check your left hand's in the right position, check your right hand's in the right position. It's going to be C, and then you're going to lift that finger off, and you're playing E minor again, and then you're going to put that finger back on to the 1st fret, have a look down at your left hand, make sure it's on the 1st fret, have a look down at your right hand, make sure that your pick is on string number 3, the 3rd thinnest. Push down, there's your C chord, lift it off, there's your E minor chord, put it back on, there's your C chord. You're probably going to find that you've got a little groove in your finger. You can see that mine's got a little groove in it too. And it might feel like you're having to press really hard, and it might be a little bit sore. That's normal to start with. Your fingers will get stronger and then it won't be sore. You have a little rest if it's smarting a bit just now. And then do 3 more. 1st finger on 1st fret, check your left hand, check you on the 1st fret. It should sound like this. Lift it off, E minor. Put it back on, C. Lift it back off, E minor. So that's what a C chord looks like. The last chord we looked at is a G. So for this you need finger 4. We count from this is finger 1, 2, 3, 4. Finger 4, and you're going to put it on the 3rd fret. And again, because it's quite a small finger, it might feel like you're pressing quite hard and you're getting a little groove in it like that. That's fine. Just do your best. If it doesn't go down, if it feels sore to press down, just press down as much as you can. And you're trying to keep your thumb around the back nice and straight, so we don't want this or that. Your wrist is coming down, you can see that my wrist and my elbow are down. Your guitar won't look like this because there'll be more in your lap. I'm lifting this up so that you can see my hands clearly. So, I'm going to put finger 4 in the 3rd fret, like this, and of the thinnest string. And I've still got my pick on the 3rd string, and I'm still pushing down, and that's a G. So now we're going to go 6 times between G and E minor. You ready? So finger on, G. Finger off, E minor. Finger on, G. Finger off, E minor. Finger on. Make sure you're still in the 3rd box. Take your time, look at your left hand. Finger on, G. Finger off, E minor. Finger on, G. Finger off, E minor. Finger on, off, E minor. A really great game is to see how many you can do in a minute of each chord. When people start, quite often they can only do maybe 4, but I bet you can do more than 4. After a week, you'll probably be able to do more than 12. 2. So now we're going to do 6 between G and C. So you're going to find, do you remember which C was? C was this one, finger 1, on fret 1 of the 2nd string. And then finger 4 on the 1st string. But you're still picking the 3 thinnest strings. You're back to C, finger 1, press down. And then finger 4 on the 3rd fret. You may find that you're getting some muting. That will be just because your finger's touching one of the other strings. Don't worry too much about that right now. Our first job is that we want to get used to moving our fingers into the right box and remembering what each chord is called. So this is C and this is G. Good. When you've had a little shot and you've remembered the chords, it'd be great if you wanted to try and play them in a sequence. So this is a chord sequence is when we play one chord and then a different chord and then a different chord. We're going to play, for a count of 4, 2 Gs, 2 Cs, 2 E minors, and 2 Cs again. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Going to go to C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Then we release for E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Then we go back to C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Good. And as soon as you've made your chord on 1, you can take the whole of the rest of the bar to find the next chord. So if we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and my next one's G, so I stay there. 1, 2, 3, my next one's C, so I can start finding my C as soon as I played this. 1, 2, 3, 4. My next one's C, so I stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4. My next one's E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. And my next one's C, so I can start going back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. My next one is G, so I can start putting that one on. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. E minor, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3. Once more. G, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. E minor, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And C, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. If I'm going a little bit fast right now, you can just pause the video and just play those chords in your own time. They'll be written down on the same screen as the video, so you'll be able to see what the chords are. Well done.